What's going on, everybody? Spunky Nights Not One coming you guys with another video. So for all these people, especially division rivals, who are saying that DeSean Jackson is washed up, he doesn't have it anymore, they are in for a very, very rude awakening come this season, man. They are in for a very rude awakening. Not only does DeSean Jackson still has the speed, man, no, he still has the quickness, man, and absolutely can burn you. And these division rivals that been going on, particularly Cowboy fans, I've heard a lot of Cowboy fans. I heard some Giant fans as well. But all these people saying that he's too old now at 32, they're in for a rude awakening. DeSean Jackson, one thing about DeSean Jackson, he's never lost that speed. There's no question about that. He's never lost his speed, his ability to burn. He's been doing it for years, man, and he still has that fast, that quickness, man. And during the open practice, man, he absolutely burned, Rasul Douglas for a long, deep bomb touchdown. The guy still has it, man. The guy still has it, man. And next season, the opposing teams are really gonna see it. The guy obviously his years in Washington used to kill the Eagles, and it was a pain in the ass dealing with this guy. Not just with the Redskins, but last year when we played with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He obviously wanted to get a little bit of revenge against the Eagles, and he played his very best against the Eagles. But it wasn't just against the Eagles, man. This guy was burning the hell out of everybody. So he may be older, but he's still very, very fast and can still leave you in the dust. You know, the way he absolutely burned Rasul Douglas was unbelievable, man. And I'm just very, very excited for, hearing just hearing his name, Carson Wentz to DeSean Jackson. Carson Wentz to DeSean Jackson for a deep bomb, man. The very first time that we hear that from Merrill Reese, man, is gonna be insane. Absolutely insane.
Volume is at 70%.
Even in the preseason, man, just hearing, if they can get a deep bomb, man, just a taste of what we're gonna see in the regular season, man, I'm gonna be absolutely pumped by that, man. So all these rival fans, y'all can keep yapping about his age all y'all want to. Come this season, man, you guys are in for a big surprise, man, because he's gonna be making life absolutely miserable for your corners and your safeties. So I'm very happy about this. You guys already know how I felt about bringing DeSean Jackson back originally. I wasn't very happy about bringing him back originally, and I had my reasons for not being, because I didn't want the same childish prima donna attitude that we had, before we released him. I didn't want that same childish prima donna attitude. But DeSean Jackson is older now, which is great, because he's gotten more mature. You hear the way he conducts himself, man, the way he talks, man. The guy is definitely mature. He's grown up, and he's learned from those years, his earlier years in Philadelphia. And now it's just all about winning. That's what it's all about with him right now, man. He wants to win the Super Bowl, and he knows the Eagles are, this is a great opportunity for him. And I think Carson Wentz and DeSean Jackson, man, it's going to be a scary, very, very scary quarterback and wide receiver tandem. They really are going to be a very scary one. He's going to open up the field for so many other weapons in the offense, man, particularly Nelson Aguilar in the slot, man. That's going to, because defenses are going to have to respect his burner, his deep threat ability, man, his capability of being a deep threat. And they're going to have to respect him, man. And that's going to open up the field for Nelson Aguilar, especially in the slot. So I just get goosebumps, man. I get absolute goosebumps when I think about this offense, man. This offense and the weapons that Carson Wentz has to throw to, man. Carson Wentz should have, there's no question about it, man. Carson Wentz should have an MVP, caliber season next year. He has the weapons around him to have an MVP caliber season. And DeSean Jackson, finally having that deep threat that can stretch the field, man, take the top off the defenses, man. It's huge. It's huge. We've never really had that, man. Alshon Jeffrey is great and everything, but Alshon Jeffrey is a jump ball guy, and that's great. Obviously, that's great to have, but we haven't, we really haven't had that great deep threat burning wide receiver in quite a long time. I guess you would say since DeSean Jackson back in the day, because Torrey Smith was brought in to be that guy in 2017. Torrey Smith had some good moments, man, but he was never really he never really stretched the field for us the way we needed him to do. And we brought in Mike Wallace last year. What a complete waste of time that was. A huge waste of time bringing Mike Wallace in here. And I was telling people that before, man. Like, Mike Wallace, he's like most of those wide receivers that leave the Steelers and they go play elsewhere and they fade away. Like, I was not happy. I was not, impressed whatsoever by bringing in Mike Wallace. The guy just was not the same Mike Wallace that you saw in Pittsburgh. Once he left Pittsburgh, his career went downhill. But I am very, very excited about DeSean Jackson. I've always known his skill. We've always known how talented he was. Just my biggest opposition to bringing him back was just the way he was before he left Philadelphia. He had a prima donna attitude. That's what I didn't like. But I told you guys already, man. As long as he's in here, man, to help this team win, you're not gonna hear a peep from me. You're not gonna hear any negative comments about him from me. As long as we're winning with him at wide receiver and he's conducting himself like a professional, no problems. And I honestly do believe that he's going to do that this time around. He's an older player. He's a lot wiser. And he's going to pass on knowledge to these younger guys as well. So, DeSean Jackson, Carson Wentz, man, opposing teams, they better be scared. They better be scared, man, because now that Carson Wentz has that bomb, that deep threat, he can now show off that cannon arm he has. Carson Wentz has a cannon of an arm, and now with a guy that can actually catch up with those long, deep bombs now, it's going to be one hell of a show, man. Get your popcorn ready, like T.O. say, man. It's going to be one hell of a show, and I'm very, very pumped, and I'm very, very excited, man. So, Joey Shake, 72, shout out to him. Uploaded the video yesterday, showing that play. So if you want to see that play, go over to Joey Shake's channel. The way he absolutely burned Rasul Douglas was great, man. It was absolutely great, Rasul Douglas has been a pretty good player for us overall, but I don't fault him for getting burned by DeSean Jackson. DeSean Jackson is just so quick, so fast. Rasul Douglas is not known for his speed, so I don't knock Rasul Douglas for getting burned by DeSean Jackson. DeSean Jackson may be 32 years old, but that boy is still fast as hell, man, and he can still leave in the dust. And he's gonna do a lot of that in 2019 and beyond. Best believe it. Best believe it, I just get goosebumps, man. Like I said, I just get goosebumps when I think about how good this team had, the potential of this team, how good they could be, man. And once that chemistry that chemistry starts building between Wentz and DeSean Jackson, watch out, man. But the team as a whole, man, once that chemistry starts building up, watch the hell out. I can't stress enough how excited I am for this team, man. I've said it before, and I keep saying it, man. I think this team, talent-wise, when you look on paper, the talent of this team, man, it's better than that 2017 Super Bowl winning team. Now, if they can only stay healthy, crossing my fingers they can stay healthy, man, the sky's the limit as to what they can accomplish. But yeah, anyway, man, I just want to come in here and talk about that, man. I was very, very impressed by DeSean Jackson right now, man. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, go Birds. Spunky Nice 91 is out of here. Fly, Eagle, fly. Peace.